Hello everyone.
Hello.
This is going to be our initial reactions to Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness. So, that post-credit scene.
I think it was stupid to leave it like that, especially if you went and watched it in the movie theater, because you just have to sit there and wait for so long.
I feel like it would have been more rewarding if they were swapped.
Yeah.
Like, kind of jokey, be like, oh, it's over, but then the people who know it's, of course, not over and actually stay, then they can be rewarded, not kind of slapped in the face.
Exactly.
I mean, like, that's always been, like, cherished for Marvel
Yeah.
fans. You stay till the end, and you get a little reward.
And now it's more of a, really? Are you kidding me?
And then when you walk out of the theater...
That's what you're thinking.
Yes, you walk out, and it's just, oh, wow. Thanks for that.
And I mean, maybe that's what they were going for. So you talk about it more, but I don't know.
That's
think
true. That is
Yeah.
That's just the last thing on our mind.
I know.
We should be talking about the movie.
Exactly.
But I mean, as Sam Raimi, that was Bruce Campbell. He has him in every one of his films.
Yeah.
I didn't notice the car though. He has the same car in every movie as well.
Ooh.
I don't think I saw it.
That's a good. Oh shit.
But okay, so that's a lot to take in.
It is.
But what do you? If you'd have to like give your thoughts, what would they be?
I mean, I thought it was good.
You thought it was good?
Yeah, there's so many ratings that said it was bad, but I liked it, and
I think a lot of the bad ratings, as far as I've seen so far, because I've been trying not to see anything, are all parents who are upset that it didn't get the R rating.
Exactly, but the thing is, it is PG-13. If your 13-year-olds are getting scared of it, I mean,
I have to say, it probably was pushing the PG-13 rating.
Yeah,
but that's still high enough to where you shouldn't be taking your kids and then getting on Facebook and complaining.
Don't take your 8-year-old.
Yeah, that just doesn't add up.
No.
Because if you are dedicated to watch the movie and everything, you should probably know that this is the MCU's first attempt at a horror film.
Yes, I mean, if you have any basic knowledge, you should know that it is, the first horror movie, so it's gonna be scary.
Yeah, they're gonna be trying out some new things.
Yeah, and I thought it was great. I loved the horror factor.
I
got a little scared.
I thought it delivered.
Yes, and they had the goriest deaths probably in all of the MCU. So, oh my God!
That's where I have to put a disclaimer, and I hate it so much. So this has been not even an exact week since the movie has came out, and all of their deaths were basically spoiled for me. We were gonna go see it 2 days even prior.
Yeah.
And we didn't get to because of some really bad luck. But I felt like the spoiler notice was going to be like a week. Like, that's when you let people get the chance to watch the film. Like I work weekends, and it came out on like a Thursday or Friday. So we didn't get to go until the following week.
Yeah. And
so I thought we'd have a little more wiggle room. But
yeah, definitely turn this off if you haven't seen it.
Yeah. But everyone, even people like I really look up to, had to go on Twitter, and like obviously, don't go on Twitter, and so, but on any platform I went on, all of them had to make like, oh, haha, you get it? Did you watch the movie? Like they'll make a
and you kind of put two and two together
after seeing it so many times. I would get off one social media app, get on the other, and there it was. Even on YouTube, like the news to you section, that's what had Thanos in it, and the Illuminati kills Doctor Strange. It was the
oh my God,
the very first bubble on my feed.
Yeah, and that sucks. I didn't have anything spoiled for me because I stayed off those apps.
Yeah,
and
those deaths could have been so much more impactful.
Oh, they were for me. Oh my gosh,
I loved seeing them, but again, like so, for example, on Twitter or whatever it was, people would say, "Oh, haha, Captain Carter, she felt weird. She felt like half of herself. Oh, I wonder if she gets chopped in half." Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
and then
you're not stupid.
They would say, "Oh, what mouth?" And like they would just come right out and say it.
Mashed potato head.
Yeah,
that one was scary.
I tried to talk myself out of it because I saw, the Fantastic Four spoilers and stuff too.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, that can't be right. You know, like that looks like really concept art, like, or not concept art, but like what fans have made.
Yeah.
I was like, no, that's not right, and tried to talk
That
myself out of it.
sucks.
And man,
It was, for me, it was so impactful and, like, you know, caught my breath and stuff when I saw them, but that sucks that you got spoiled and it just kind of...
what's crazy is some of the TV spots are, I mean, like, not everyone's gonna theorize about them either. And, like, you watch breakdowns to try and figure things out.
Yeah.
But it was crazy to me because one of the TV spots even showed in the background, like, John Krasinski spaghetti. Like, it was in one of the teaser spots.
Oh my gosh. I did not know that.
Like a blue and black blob. Like, oh, interesting. But, yeah, well, just a disclaimer, I got the major deaths and cameos pretty much spoiled.
Yeah. No, I did not. And so all of my reactions were pure, unaltered. For me, anyway.
Like I said, I knew what was going to happen, but it is different seeing it.
Yeah.
So seeing Black Bolt try and speak, just to,
Oh my god.
that one was insane to me.
That was like the first really, you know,
That was the first
gory
one, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I felt like that
Yeah,
one probably
seeing his
was
head
the
turn to
worst.
mush.
Yes. Like, you could tell that his voice, like, reverberated through
Yes,
his
his
skull.
And that was really... And I can see what the parents say, because I can't imagine, you know, seeing that when I was 7, 8.
Oh my god.
But
yeah, you're right.
Once
You're right.
again, listen to the disclaimers. They're there for a reason. Oh, man.
I feel like right off the bat of the movie, they brought it in pretty quickly. And so I think a lot of people who brought their kids probably should have been like, oh, we should probably go.
We should leave.
But, I don't know if that was the same actor for Black Bolt or not. They had a one season attempt at like his story and stuff for the MCU.
Yeah.
And it just bombed so hard. So I don't know if that's the same actor and they're like giving him a second shot. Well, I mean, there's not much of a second shot. But,
No.
but the suits throughout the entire film, I thought all the outfits were great.
I did too. I really liked the corrupted Strange and how he looked so, like, not even dirty, but like disheveled.
They made his magic even like how he's normally like orange magic.
Purple.
No,
What?
the zombie one, when his was orange, it had hints of black, like corruption in it. It was cool.
Yeah.
But the other Strange, yeah, he had purple.
Oh my... The CGI on Zombie Strange was wonderful. In the beginning, I was looking at, I forgot what it's called, the octopus with eyeball.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, that CGI is a little bit,
I think for the movie,
not very good.
they called it, how do you say it, Gargantos? But it's like supposed to be Shumagorath, so you can call it either one. Just call it the octopus.
I just call it octopus.
Yeah. So that brings me to a good point. So talking about just that scene real quick. Some of the jokes for me did not land.
Jokes.
So when they got that octopus and his eyeball came out, that was like a pretty dark, like gruesome scene.
Yeah, that was gross.
But the eyeball, I mean, I guess that would happen, but it goes, yeah, like it was funny.
No, it's kind of funny, but like also, its eyeball just exploded.
Yeah, like it was things like that sprinkled throughout that some of them didn't land for me, but like
that really reminded me of the big old starfish from Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because his eyeball popped.
That's
too.
exactly how they killed it. Yeah.
Yes. I was like, yeah.
I was going for the eyeball. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, like I thought the CGI was decent in some spots. Some of it,
the beginning where it was like grabbing them, I could see a little bit. I was like, oh. Specifically when it grabbed Doctor Strange. The thing is, it had him sideways, and his hair was flat down. I said,
I noticed that, but about the Eye of Agamotto, it's the same thing. His eye wasn't like dangling.
Yes.
I was like,
he wasn't, he was
It didn't
horizontal, but you could tell that they filmed it vertical. And that's, my only complaint with those beginning scenes. Just, the CGI was a little bit off, but they were probably obviously saving it for
a lot of other stuff in the film. Yeah,
because they filmed the Zombie Strange so up close, and they had to think of the way his mouth would move with his teeth showing.
Yeah, exactly.
And I thought that was wonderful. You could see his, tongue
I loved that.
inside. Yeah.
I loved seeing him talk.
That was great.
Excuse me.
I'm just so sad about Wanda. I had such high hopes, and I was so excited, and she's so bad.
Okay, so here's a question that I did see on Twitter, or wherever. Do you think she's redeemed or redeemable? Like, do you think she's like still considered a hero anymore? Like,
no.
What you don't think so?
That movie, she's killed more people than she ever has. She basically almost wiped out all of the sorcerers.
Yep.
All of them. Almost. There's 10, 15 left. And I don't know, just watching her just become more corrupted. The black tips on her fingers, everything. And, watching her scare her kids, I don't think she wants to come back from that, honestly.
So that's where I think the line is drawn. So going through the movie, I kept thinking that. I was like, wow, she's just digging herself a deeper hole.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they were trying to get across by having the purple magic Strange have the Darkhold. I think that's why they talked about it so much. And
when you get the Darkhold, you're done.
Yeah. And so even Professor X, which was cool, and I whispered to you in the movie, he says basically the same line that the other versions of Professor X say in the Fox X movies.
Exactly. They're all the same. Well, every version is similar.
So what I'm saying is that he even, looked at, could see ahead and was like, Strange, you need to take care of this, blah, blah, blah. And was saying that no one is irredeemable, even if they stray off the path. I think the point of having everyone use the Darkhold and stuff, and maybe even the post-credit scene, was to show that it wasn't Wanda. It was, she embraced it, and it was Wanda.
Yeah.
But
it was mainly the Darkhold.
It was because she was corrupted.
It's literally called the Darkhold. It has a hold on you.
Yeah, exactly. That's why her fingertips kept getting darker.
Yes.
She kept looking more and more deranged by the end of the film.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
Yeah, exactly. Her eyes became darker. And I did it's kind of funny thinking about, why would she have makeup on? But it does darken her eyes and make her look, darker.
And so with the other Strange who worked with the Illuminati who had the Darkhold.
Yeah.
So he went bad as well.
Yeah.
And it caused 2 worlds. Yep. That's what they said. An incursion. That was 2 worlds colliding. Mm-hmm. But that snapped him out of it, and he was willing to die because of it.
He gave himself up.
Yeah, which shows that, yes, the Darkhold literally has a hold on you, but once you break out of it,
break free.
Yeah, once you break out of it, you're fine. It wasn't you the entire time, and that's what they did with Wanda and her kids. Once she got to that breaking point, that snap, she realized what she was doing, and she made the right choice.
The thing is, though, do you remember how awful it was when Wanda killed those people in Sokovia?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She murdered all those people, and she, went crazy because of it. Can you imagine how she would feel?
Oh, you mean, in Civil War?
Yes.
In Lagos.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
So,
it showed, yeah.
Can you imagine how she feels now? So I don't think she's going to come back from that. I do think Wanda is probably dead.
No, what I'm saying, do you, whether she wants to come back or not, do you think, her as a person is, still, good, or you think she's just, long gone at this point?
I think deep down she's good, because basically, every villain, deep down they are good. They think what they're doing is right.
That's what good crafted villain
Loki,
is, yeah.
Just wants approval. She just wants her kids. And, as parents, we We can see that.
Oh my gosh.
I would do it too.
I mean, that's what we kept thinking about was our son.
You know, if having a hold of that power, it's a good thing I don't have superpowers because I'd be a super villain.
But yeah, so that was mainly my question was like, do you think she's too long gone or do you think she's still good?
I mean, now I think she's long gone, but deep down, I think maybe she's, you know, still good and at her heart.
I think that was a really good comparison talking about what happened in Civil War. Because
Yeah.
it shows, you know, like just a handful, but that's still a lot of people.
Yes, it's still a lot.
But compared to this movie, she felt horrible. She, you know, went into lockdown and everything.
Yes! Can you imagine if she tried to live a normal life now after hurting so many innocent people?
I think that weighs, like, that is a toll that she has now. I don't think that she has brushed that off as much as it seemed like while she was under the Darkhold's influence.
Yeah. Immediately, you know, whenever she saw her kids scared of her, she was done.
That's when she was like, I went too far.
Exactly, I can't do this
She's
anymore.
like, this isn't me.
No, because she immediately destroyed every single Darkhold and
She made the right
existence.
choice. Exactly.
She did. See, she always makes the right choices in the end, but, I mean, the sacrifices that it took to get there aren't...
pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess, like, the conclusion that I was trying to, like, get to, basically, is that I don't think she is a villain.
No, not necessarily. I just think, you know, I don't think any of them are truly bad at their core.
Like, she did a lot of villainous stuff, but I don't think that she...
is truly bad.
No, because... And she can't be, like, a villain either, because all this happened in, like, the span of a day, at the most.
Literally.
When you think about it, like...
She planned it for a while, but she
True.
didn't actually do anything until recently.
It was, like, what, 6 hours?
Yeah. I mean, Strange had a bad dream, and they got to figure it out within the next 24 hours.
And so, that's what, that leads me to another thing.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like, okay, so do you think it was too fast-paced? It was 2 hours long. Do you think it was just right?
Yes.
You think it was too fast?
Well, my little pea brain did have trouble keeping up. I think in the beginning it was far too fast. Because it just kind of jumped right in.
It kind of throws you straight in.
Because
Well,
I leaned over to you and I said, who is that?
It does literally throw you in, yeah.
Yeah, when I saw America.
It's straight into action.
Exactly. And, you know, maybe if I was more well-versed on my Marvel etiquette, I guess, I would have known exactly who that was. But
That's what they explained.
Yeah. I didn't know at first. But I do think it was a little bit fast-paced in the beginning. And it did kind of come to a conclusion very fast. Within, like, 10 minutes, she saw her kids and then destroyed the Darkhold immediately. I mean, it kind of wrapped up real quick.
I think... So I thought...
What do you think?
I thought it was going to be even faster than that when I heard the runtime.
Yeah.
And again, like you said, the beginning felt immediate, like dropped straight in.
Oh yeah, octopus.
But I think it was still fast, but it was shorter than I expected. It was not as fast as I expected.
Yeah.
The thing that stood out to me was the pausing. So something like big would happen, and I feel like you can take a breather to let it sink in and not jump straight into...
They're getting better at that.
Yeah, not jump into another joke or a different plot element.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, like we said, the beginning was fast, but this is just what I think of. He wakes up from that dream, that really dark dream, where that other version of Strange just died.
And he goes to a wedding?
He jumps up and he starts putting his suit on, funky beat, and he goes to a wedding.
Yes. It's very, really dark.
He woke up breathing hard, and I guess he just assumed it was a dream, so yeah. But man, I'd be sitting in bed covered in sweat.
Yeah.
I have to lean back down and,
I mean, I guess he's used to it because he's Doctor Strange.
I guess he has seen quite a bit.
But, what the,
Yeah, I just felt like that was such a weird, like, I just felt like the pacing could have been a tad bit slower there.
Yeah, a little
just
bit.
let it sink in, and then you can proceed.
Yeah, he could have, sat there and put his head in his hands, or, been like, what the heck?
Yeah, like,
but no,
oh
he's
my
like,
God,
okay,
that was so
gotta
scary.
get ready for my ex-girlfriend's wedding.
Yeah, yeah, he was pretty damn chipper about that.
Okay, I'm just gonna say.
He was pretty dang chipper about that.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't say.
Weird. I'm just gonna say, none of your exes are invited to our wedding. Nope.
Well, they were like best friends too.
I don't care. No.
Were they? I guess they were together at one point.
I mean,
they're just always like a will they won't they.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
Because he literally said that he's in love with her in every single universe.
Yeah, agreed. We're not having any exes that way.
No.
But that was a blatant like top to the I love you 3000. That was a one up. I didn't think they could beat that.
But
and they said 3000. I love you in every universe.
That was so sweet.
Oh. And that made me feel better about. So I was worried that it wasn't going to feel like Doctor Strange's movie.
Yeah.
Because this is
it did.
Because this is a sequel, and I was afraid it was going to feel like a film like, say, Batman v Superman. It wasn't anyone's sequel.
Yeah.
It was just its own film, and so I was afraid that that's how they were handling it. But they were just going to say, "Oh, this is Doctor Strange too."
Yeah.
But when it came to that point,
I do think.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, that makes me feel better," because he really has gone along this journey.
Yeah.
He finally came, like to understand his feelings and everything.
Yeah, which, is not something he does.
Exactly. That was the point, is that he always was too afraid to get into his feelings.
And he finally admitted it. But, then he popped out his third eye, so whatever. So much for that.
Yeah, that was they played that like a really horrific thing. Like, I guess it would be painful.
I imagine it hurts.
But then they jumped over to the next scene. Yeah, they jumped over to the first post-credit scene, and they were like...
So I guess he's just,
he's used to it.
Cool
He popped that thing right out and said, let's do this.
Yeah.
And I guess her name's, Cleo or something like that?
Yeah.
And she's, the next version of Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Which is, to me, I felt like it's only his second movie. So why are we...
introducing that very quick.
So, I guess... So Sam Wilson came in Captain America the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Captain America. So I guess it gives them time to build her up, which I can understand.
I hope they do that.
So, yeah, that makes me feel better.
They give her more of a story and then explain and not just kind of replace it immediately. Because,
I like that idea a lot better.
The new Captain America, they did that with him.
Yeah.
He was the Falcon first.
So I think this is where the line is you can introduce these characters now and let them grow.
Yeah.
But our main characters still need to finish out their trilogy, because
do not set them aside.
These next characters, we're building them up for their trilogy.
Exactly.
So let's let ours still shine during their trilogy.
Bucky Barnes.
Yeah.
We need to finish their stories.
Yes.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah, I feel like that's where the line is.
Yeah. Before we build the new Avengers, we have to close the book on the old ones.
Agreed.
Don't just set them aside and be like, hey, look who they are. Because that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're introducing so many new characters. America,
the Young Avengers.
Everyone,
Alright. Well, we made it home, so last thing for now. Where do you think it ranks? Like high-end MCU films or low? Because I'll add it real quickly.
I mean, it's no Way Home.
No, of course not, no.
But I do think it was good, and I enjoyed it. I don't think it ranks in the top. But
I think that's why a lot of people call it mid. It's kind of a middle film.
Yeah, it is. It's not,
Even if that's not what they mean by mid.
Mid is a mean word, but I genuinely think, for me, it does rank in the middle. And that is no, shade to it at all. I enjoyed the movie. I just don't think it was as good as some of the other ones.
I'm going to have to let it sit a little bit.
Yeah.
But kind
of chew on it a little bit.
Yeah. But what I think right now is that everyone, because it has Multiverse of Madness in the title, everyone hyped it up a little too much. We all got expectations
too excited.
oh, we're going to see Chris Evans play the Human Torch again.
And that was probably our fault.
Yeah.
You know,
because they never promised that.
No, don't make theories if... Well, don't get excited about theories. That's why they're theories.
Exactly.
So you're like, oh, maybe
yeah, so don't get upset about them if it
think that it's going to happen. Don't be like, oh, Chris Evans is going to be the Human Torch. Say, oh, maybe it could happen. And that's why people are saying that it is so
I think a lot
mid and garbage, because they had their hopes too high.
And to, like, I agree. And
then, like I said, it's No Way Home.
Exactly. And I think right off No Way Home, that's what we were also expecting. Different variants that we want to see.
Yeah. And I mean, we were expecting all of the Spider-Man, and that's what we got. So we're spoiled now.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
I think the last thing that is also another reason why people are having a hard time judging it is that because it's called Multiverse Madness and we expected so much, are we ever gonna see these things anymore? Like this felt like our chance to get a lot of things confirmed. Because if we're going around confirming these other versions of Spider-Man, then why can't we confirm like other versions of Hulk or anything? Like,
true.
And that's a lot to jam in. But I understand why some people are like, oh, cause so they're talking about Secret Wars. A lot of people have been, which in the comics that's like a big, that's when all the heroes from all the different multiverses, they fight together. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty much our only place to see it now.
Yeah, well, that could happen.
And that's where it's probably going to go. And I think
which would be amazing.
Agreed. But I think that's why people are upset is because that's still going to be quite a while down the road. That's
fine.
That's a bigger thing than Endgame. So that's going to be a while. And I think that's why people are a little upset.
I mean, how long did Endgame take? These people need to be patient.
10 years. Yeah.
Patience, is key. We have to build up these characters first before they come and fight together. And it's going to be a hard, horrible, terrible long wait. Yeah. But I'm sure it's going to be worth it.
You're right.
Yeah.
But I think that's where... I think that's where it is, though, is that people are like... They think we missed our chance.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we're spoiled right now.
And we are just getting into the multiverse.
Yeah. Yes, there is so much more to be done. We're barely into this phase, you know?
Yep.
And people are getting too ahead of themselves.
Yeah, so I think the movie, when you take
Of course they're not going to introduce them all yet.
Yeah. Because, if they did it now, they'd have to just make them leave real quick. Or,
exactly.
Or kill them off like they had to do with this version of Fantastic Four.
Yes, I'm sure they didn't want to introduce all of them yet, but the fans are insane.
Yeah, which, by the way, sucks because, hopefully they bring John Krasinski back, because that's what everyone wants, which would be really cool.
Oh, he is some noodles right now.
Yeah. But, I mean, like, Daredevil, that could be a variant that we see in No Way Home. So they could all be played by the same actor or different actors. Yeah, exactly. So it's possible to see it again.
See, the multiverse is
it can be
endless possibilities.
It can all be okay.
Exactly. It can all be okay. Everybody just relax. It was a good movie. Enjoy it for what it was. I mean, the multiverse is literally anything. Anything can happen. Yeah, so wrapping it up. Don't be upset. Yeah. So it was a good movie. So, that's what I was going to say. So wrapping it up, I think when you throw out these higher expectations, it was a solid movie. I would like to watch it again to try and judge it more on its own. I would watch it. For the first horror film, I think that delivered. I think it was pretty scary. I mean, it scared all the parents. I feel like that was a solid story. Yeah. And not every story is going to be as big as Endgame or that's what No Way Home. Expecting. Yeah. Now we're just in the normal movies. Yeah. Which there's one still bigger than they used to be. Yes, exactly. It's just finding the tone on how to judge it, I think. Yeah. Because we're not introducing a million new characters. We're not bringing all of the new characters back. I mean, they did spoil us with this movie, too. Yeah. They gave us the Fantastic Four. They gave us a lot of cameos. Yes, they did. We should be thankful for what we got. Yep. Because, the next movie might not have any That's true. Old characters, any new characters. I think that's why they're taking their time with those things as well. It's just I think they should. Trying to get everyone to lower their expectations or at least find the right tone for this phase. Yes, their expectations are too high because these, it's just the normal phase. I mean, go watch old movies. They didn't have brand new cameos in every single one of them. They didn't bring old characters back in every single one of them.
Yeah,
Don't expect it now.
They focused around one person.
Exactly. And that's what they're trying to do right now. This was Doctor Strange's movie. And, you know, we did get to see those cameos and stuff. So, I think it was a good movie. I don't think it was mid.
I'll have to sit on it, but I don't think it was bad.
Nope, neither.
I'm not going to say it was, great. So,
no, it wasn't, like, wonderful. But it was memorable, and I liked it.
I'll have to let it sit.
Yeah.
And it also sucks for me because...
You did get spoiled.
I got spoiled.
I got a
lot of the big cameos spoiled.
Yeah, we have different perspectives.
Which, yeah, that could have potentially raised the bar for me.
Exactly. You know, when I saw Professor X, I almost threw up. So I was so excited. Yeah. Exactly. I didn't get that spoiled for me, so...
Yeah.
I mean, I knew he was going to be in it, but it's just something different seeing it, you know.
All right, yeah, I think that's a good place to wrap it up. I'll have to sit on it.
All right.
And that's that.
Bye.
See ya.
Deuces.